Welcome, everyone. Please find a comfortable place to sit on to start this practice. And once you find that space, I invite you to sit comfortably, if possible, with your legs crossed. If not, that's not completely necessary. Your back a little bit straight as much as possible without straining. Your chin a little bit tucked in, so that you're looking slightly lower into the floor. I'm going to invite you to take a few deep exhales to start. Feel comfortable to have your eyes closed or open. Taking a few deep exhales. And with each exhale, allow whatever came before to stay in the past. Letting go of anything that came before, whether that was sleeping or eating or walking or anything that you've been doing, allowing the past to stay in the past. And at the same time, allowing whatever needs to happen after this session to stay there in the future. Whatever needs to happen will still be there for you after this session. So allow as well the future to stay in the future. So allowing the past to stay in the past, allowing the future to stay in the future, and allowing all of the worries and stress that you might have for a moment to be on the side. Just let them go for just a little bit. And I invite you to give yourself the permission to be here, present now, in this moment, in your body. And to go in and to notice, how does your inner landscape look like at this moment? Trying not to label and name your experience, trying not to judge it, just trying to notice feelings and sensations. They are not good, they are not bad, they are just feelings. It's energy moving. So being in your body and feeling. Establishing the conditions for the practice. Allowing ourselves to start this cycle of the practice and finishing and closing the cycle of whatever came before. Allowing the breath to flow all the way down to our abdominal area, our bellies. And if possible, breathing through both nose and mouth at the same time. If that is challenging, I invite you to breathe more through your mouth for this session. And with this baseline, We're going to start introducing some movement towards our shoulders. So I invite you first to bring your awareness to that area. Bring your awareness to your throat, neck, and shoulders area. And start making some circles with your shoulders. And as we make circles with the shoulders, allowing these circles to be big. Making sure as you're doing these circles, not to hold your breath at any point, not contracting your belly, allowing your belly and your breath to flow, allowing the shoulders to move, your awareness to be in that area. And finding a good place to switch direction of the movement. All the time, breathing in and out. Noticing the experience on the neck, the shoulders. Bringing the movement to an end. Taking a moment just to notice. When we do this movement, a lot of times when we give it a moment, we're going to notice some feelings on the back, on the shoulders, on the upper back. So just taking a moment to feel them. And then we're going to do another movement with the shoulders, this time as if we are pedaling. Trying to keep our heads straight, that a lot of times it goes with the shoulders. So it's just the shoulders moving and the torso that it goes with it. Making sure that we allow the breath to flow freely. And finding a good place to switch direction of the movement. Not worrying about your hands, they can be touching your legs, they can be hanging in the air, they can be doing whatever they want, as long as it's comfortable for you to move the shoulders. Here, I'm bringing this movement to an end. Again, staying still for a moment. Feeling the feelings on the neck, your upper back, your shoulders. And for the ones of us that we hold a lot of stress in this area, a lot of tightness, we're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable there. We're going to feel the need to move. So my invitation is staying still for a moment to feel that. And then bringing your chin towards your chest. And slowly bringing the chin all the way forward and up until it's comfortable for you. Not straining, but making sure that your mouth is open, your jaw is relaxed. Bringing the chin all the way down towards the chest. One more time, up towards the sky. Coming back to center. The left shoulder towards the left ear towards the left shoulder. Breathing into the right side of the neck. Allowing any tightness to be massaged from the breath. Slowly coming up to the center and towards the right shoulder. If at any point as we are doing these sitting movements, you need to change the way that you're sitting, feel free to do that. Coming up through the center, one more time to the left shoulder. And up through the center towards the right shoulder. Now making circles with your head, allowing to notice any tightness that you might have on your neck. If you find any tightness, just move back and forth to that space. Bring your breath into it and then continue with the circle. Always important to start the practice opening this area, relaxing the stress on the neck and shoulders, opening the throat chakra to allow the movement of the energy from the lower chakras to the upper chakras. And find a good place to switch direction of the movement. Again, if you find any tightness, just move back and forth to that tightness and then continue with the circle. And the next time your chin is all the way down, finish the movement there and come back to center. And once you find your way back to center, just stay in stillness there for a moment, noticing your awareness on your throat, neck, and shoulders area. One of the aims of this practice is to relearn how to feel and how to be with the feelings. They can be quite subtle feelings, but they are still feelings. And we're going to come up to standings on your own time. Bring yourself up to standing. Good. So as we are standing tall, but making sure that our knees are relaxed. Yeah. We're going to start by bringing our arms through the front all the way up. And whenever we're moving, we want to notice how we did that. We want to notice how does it feel to bring the arms up. And as we have the hands and the arms up, we are reaching up towards the sky, towards the heaven, but making sure that our bellies are relaxed. And at the same time, from the bottom of our feet, we are reaching down towards the earth, connecting the earth and the sky and us in between. And we're going to bend to the left. So it can be a little bit, or it can be a lot, depending on your body, allowing your hip to move towards your right. And when we reach our limit, or we want to stop, we keep on reaching out. The movement doesn't stop even if physically it stopped. Making sure that we're breathing in and out. And slowly coming up to center. And see if you already were thinking that we're going to the right, or could you just be here? We're going to go to the right. Again, it doesn't matter how far you bend. What matters is that you keep on reaching out. We breathe. And slowly coming up. And we're going to open a little bit to the back, opening the heart, opening the chest, opening the armpits, taking care of our neck. So perhaps bending it a little bit, or if your body allows you all the way back, just make sure to hear and listen to your body. Feeling from your fingertips all the way down to the toes. Chest open, heart open. Coming at center. And with the torso and the arms as one, we're going to go forward until we are parallel to the ground. So the top of the head and the fingers go forward, the bottom and the pelvis reach back. Making sure that we are breathing in and out. And interlacing the fingers and pulling even more so we can lengthen our spine. Keep on pulling in both directions. Making sure that we are looking towards our legs. And breathing in and out. Releasing the grip of the hands. Allow the hands to travel all the way back, joining your bottom. And the head, the top of the head keeps on pointing forward. Breathing in and out. And slowly allowing the hands to release and slowly rolling up. When you stand up, just take a moment to be. This movement can move a lot of energy, so just allowing yourself to notice that. And we're going to bring our hands towards our hips. And we're going to come to our tippy toes. And once we are up there, we're going to come down to one side. So keeping one foot on your tippy toes and the other one flat, and then coming up again, and then coming down to the other side. And we're going to do this for a couple of times in your own tempo. Go to one side, up, and then to the other. And when you are going down, if you want, you can also bend a little bit down or a lot, but trying to stay still. So going up, if you want, bend down, staying straight, and up, down. So as we do this, we're working both with understanding the micro movements that our feet need to make to keep us up, and as well, we are moving the energy from one side to the other. We are allowing the movement and stimulation of energy to happen from the bottom. Perhaps in the being completely up as well, we are working with balance. We're going to do this one more time to each side, and then finish all the way up on your tippy toes, staying there just for a moment. And then release. Release the posture, release the hands. Notice your feet, notice your legs, notice your hands as well and the hips. We're going to open our legs a little bit wider apart with the toes pointing out. Having our hands on the hips, but this time making sure that the thumbs are forward and the four fingers are facing back. This will help us to keep our back straight, our heart and chest open. And we're just going to bend down, trying to stay straight. And it doesn't matter how far you want to go. If you want to make it really physically demanding, go a lot down. But if not, even here, it's okay. Anywhere that your body allows you to go, it's okay. Just trying not to lean forward, trying not to lean back. So in this posture, allowing ourselves to be relaxed. So making sure that our bellies are relaxed, we are breathing in and out, our bottom is relaxed, our anal genital area is relaxed, our toes are relaxed, so I can even wiggle my toes if I want to. Anything that is not engaged, which is mostly the thighs, can be completely relaxed. And even the thighs can be relaxed. With time, we learn how to relax even that which is engaged. So can we be with the experience instead of thinking how much longer are we going to stay here for? It might be 5 more seconds, it might be 5 more minutes. So we always listen to our bodies. We have different bodies. If for you this was enough, slowly go up. If you can stay for just a little bit longer, stay for a little bit longer. But what we don't want is we don't want to escape. If we go up too fast, we're escaping the experience and we're not going to be able to process it. So now, as slow as possible, start going up. Noticing as you go slowly up, there's a mild shakiness on your legs. Once you reach all the way up, you can relax the hands. Just notice for a moment. Notice the experience, notice any feelings and sensations. We're going to open our arms through the sides until they are on shoulder height. When we have our arms open like this, we keep on taking our arms out. Even if they cannot reach any further, they keep on reaching out. So energetically, I'm still reaching out as if someone is pulling from my arms. And making sure that we have the space, what we're going to do is we're going to move towards one side, one direction, until we reach the limit. And when we reach the limit, we breathe there, trying to find that which is holding, seeing if we can relax it and go just a little bit further, and then coming back and going towards the other side. So you'll notice that on one side you can go way more than the other usually. We do the same. When you find the limit, breathe into that which is holding and see if you can relax it and go a little bit more. And then going to the other side. Again, when you reach the limit, you notice that which is holding and try to go just a little bit more. And one more time to the other side. When you start noticing it in your shoulders, allow the hands to reach out even more, the arms to open. And coming back towards the center. And slowly release. You're taking the time just to notice the tingling in your fingers, in your hands, any feelings on your legs, your feet as well. So now we're going to interlace our fingers on our back, just like this. What we're going to do, I'm going to do it on the side. We're going to bend down and then bringing our hands up and forward, making sure that my head is relaxed and hanging. So move your head a little bit to make sure that your neck is not straining. It is as if someone is pulling from your hands forward and up. It's making you bend and bend as much as possible. Make sure that you're breathing and not holding. And then this person that is pulling from your hands is going to start pulling them
up and towards the back. So the hands start pulling you up. And then the hands start pulling all the way down so that your chest opens. The hands are still pulling. And then we move towards the left, then towards the left, the right, towards the right goes our hands. So as the torso goes to the left, the hands and the arms to the right. And then through the center, the torso goes towards the right and the arms go up on the left. And coming back towards the center. Allow the hands to pull a little bit down, the chest opens. And in a moment, we're going to release the grip of the hands, allow them to go wherever they go. Sometimes they go up to release. Just allow them to do whatever they do. And then bring them back down. So when we're doing that movement, sometimes the hands and the arms flow up. And that is because the energy is still flowing there, and there's all of that tension going down, and then that release going up. If that didn't happen for you, that's perfectly okay. Yeah. Let me check the time. Okay. So we're going to open our arms through the sides all the way up. And just before our hands touch each other, they come down. And then they go up and they go down. So in your own tempo, just like a bird flying, allow the hands to move up and down. So start feeling what is happening in and around your fingers, your hands, your arms and your shoulders. We're going to start going slower. Whatever slow means to you. It's not my speed, it's your speed. Whatever slow means to you, start going at that speed. We want the movement to be even, both arms going up and down at the same time. We want it to be slow, and we want it to be smooth. So in this exercise, we're noticing a couple of things. One, if you find any part that feels a little bit more heavy, or any parts that the movement is not that smooth, that it's kind of like go and stop, or some parts that you're skipping through, those are blockages in your energy system. The slower that we go, the more that we're going to notice them. And if you notice that you have any of those, what we do is we bring our awareness and our breath into them, as if we are massaging it from within. We're giving the time and the space for those energetic blockages to be processed. At some point during your life, you didn't allow yourself to process an experience that created an energetic blockage. Now we're giving them the time to be processed. And at the same time, we are allowing the energy to move from the fingertips through the arms into the heart space, and then from the heart through the arms all the way out, as well as all the way down through the legs and the feet. We're connecting the extremities to our heart. Making sure that we're breathing in and out. Knowing that we're not trying to go up, we're not trying to go down. Each part of the movement is the most important part. My teacher used to say, befriend your experience. Whatever your experience is, befriend it. And use your breath as well as your best friend to help you through it. If at any point this feels too much, allow your hands to rest down for a moment. Going to check the time. Okay. So notice how there's certain parts that you're skipping, that you're going faster through. Noticing the feelings in and around your fingers, your hands, your arms, and your shoulders. And we're going to do this one last time. So wherever you are, the next time that your hands and arms are all the way down, just keep them there. So if you're going up, keep on going up. If you're going down, keep on going down. Whenever your hands and arms are all the way down, just keep them there. Finish the movement. We do the same whether we are still moving or whether we are still. We go in and we feel our experience. Bringing the mind into the body, bringing our awareness to encompass our experience. Bringing the breath to help us navigate through this experience. Taking a moment just to feel, just being, nothing else. And when you're ready, I invite you to find your way back to sitting. Try not to lose touch with the experience as we move into sitting. We're going to do one last movement in a moment, but first, find your way and find a good posture sitting. Notice how you can still feel the energy flowing in your body. The movement that we just did and all of the movements that we did
that energy is still moving inside. We're still having feelings. That can be on your shoulders, on your arms, your hands, or anywhere else in your body. And we're going to do one last movement before we sit completely still. And for this one, we're going to bring the right hand, we're going to cup it, and we're going to bring it towards our right ear and bring the elbow a little bit open. And then the left hand is going to be next to our bottom on the floor with the hand facing back. What we're going to do is we're going to open with the right elbow towards the back, a little bit up. So what we're doing is we're opening the chest, opening the heart. And you can even repeat that inside. Opening the heart. Opening the heart. Opening the heart. And slowly, as if you were a dancer, allow yourself to come up and to switch sides. So do this as beautifully as you can. The left hand comes to the left ear, the right hand to the floor, opening the chest, opening the heart, left elbow up and towards the back, opening the heart. Opening the heart, opening the heart. And slowly come back to center, releasing the entire posture. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. If you're more comfortable with your eyes slightly open, making sure that your eyes are compassionate eyes, soft eyes. You're not trying to see anything. You're not trying to project any energy from the eyes. Making sure that your chin is tucked in. Just taking a moment to go in. And as we are in, finding a feeling. So locating one feeling in your body. It can be a strong feeling, it can be a subtle feeling. Try not to label it, making contact with that feeling. So find where in your body do you have that one feeling. There's going to be other feelings, but just focus on one. As you make contact with that feeling, as if you're touching it from within, make contact. Feel that feeling. If you lose contact with that feeling, just go and find another feeling. And when you make contact with the feeling and you're touching it from within, start expanding that feeling. Remembering that that feeling is not good, it's not bad, it's not positive, it's not negative. It's just a feeling, it's just energy. So expanding it as much as possible throughout your body. And if you don't know how to expand the feeling, just imagine that you are expanding it like inflating a balloon. It keeps on inflating and expanding. Expanding it beyond your physical body. The skin is no limit. Expanding it all throughout the room that you're in right now. Expanding even beyond your house, through your entire city. Keep on expanding your entire country. Through the entire planet Earth. Beyond into the universe, into the infinite universe. Keep on expanding. I'm going to play the singing bowls to help you expand even more. Everything we have been expanding, we bring it back into our hearts. Bring all of that energy, all of that expansiveness, all of that light back into your heart. We opened our hearts before. Now we bring all of this energy into them. Bringing all of that into our hearts, into this space of love and kindness and compassion, to this space that doesn't judge, that lives in the present. This moment is all there is. So allowing our awareness to be in our hearts, noticing how our breath has become more subtle and more gentle. Taking a moment to connect with the heart, connect with the beating of the heart that is always there beating for you. And as we stay connected with our hearts, we're going to bring this session towards an end with a closing gesture. So if you want to follow me, we open the arms all the way up until we interlock the fingers and we touch the forehead in a gesture of sealing the practice so we can take it with us. Then we open and switch the lock, and again touching the forehead, dedicating the merit of this practice that can be done to a person, a group of people, a situation, or to all sentient beings. And then we open the arms in a grand gesture of giving and receiving, and the balance between the two of them, until the hands come all the way down. And then we gather the hands in front of the heart and we bow in a gesture of appreciation and respect. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me in this practice. And in a moment, I'm going to turn on the sound of the computer, and if anybody has any questions or want to share anything, feel free to do that. And if not, feel free to go on with your day, whatever it is that you need to do, remembering to stay connected with your heart. Thank you.